Hey guys, welcome to LawnCareMadeEasy.com. I'm Zach Stroud. It is the end of May and we're going to apply another round of pre-emergent. And this is the pre-emergent that I'm going to use. And it's called Let's Go. And you can get it at Home Depot. And it's specifically for crabgrass. So here in South Carolina, we have a lot of crabgrass in the yards, okay? And it's easily spread through lawnmowers and birds and all that stuff, but we're going to use this Let's Go. It has a potash in it, okay, and that's just to build strong roots within your lawn. But if you'll take a look at this, it's a 007, okay. That means it has 0 nitrogen, 0 phosphate, and it has a 7% potash, okay. It's going to control a lot of your crabgrass, but also foxtail, some oxalis, and some spurge, okay. Now I'm going to flip it over, and we have a few more on there that are very common in these southern grasses, especially kind of like your zoysia, your Bermuda centipede. So as you can see here, it also treats the poana. That is a really popular weed down here in the south. So up north out here, it's used as a lawn, but down here it's seen as a weed. So we're going to use this to take care of that. Now, this is not my first time putting this out, so I'm going to do it once a month, okay? And I'll do that up until July. And then I'll let it go July and August, and then I'll start back up in September. So first thing you want to do, though, is make sure your grass is cut. So first thing we're going to do is cut the grass. Then we're going to apply this, okay, through a spreader. That way it's evenly spread. And then we're going to water it in, okay? If you don't have rain coming in the next couple of days, you might want to go ahead and turn your sprinklers on if you have sprinklers. Otherwise, you need to get out there and water it in. That'll just activate everything, okay? So what I'm going to do first is get the grass cut, and then we're going to put this out with the spreader. Be right back. All right, guys, so I have the lawn cut, okay, and I cut it at about 1.5 inches because I want this pre-emergent to get down into the soil, okay? If it's stuck on the leaves of the grass or the weeds or anything like that, it's not going to do the job it's supposed to do. So I cut it about 1.5, keep it around there, no more than 2 inches, okay? Really, I think that's too high, so I would say about 1.5 inches. Make sure your lawn is not wet, okay? So if it's wet after maybe you've already put the sprinklers on it or it's rained, we don't want to apply that then, okay? We want to apply it when it's dry. That way it falls to the bottom of the soil, okay, below the grass and the weeds. So I've already kind of put this in there in my spreader, and so it's ready to go. So I've set this on a rate setting of about on 5, okay? You'll see that on your rating in your spreader. And I always start off at about 5 because everybody's lawn is different. Okay, you may have a smaller lawn, and if you do, you don't want it all over your sidewalks and stuff like that. So start off with 5, make a trip or 2 and get it to spread. And then if it's spreading all over the place, and you can kind of work it down. If it's not spreading enough, then just turn it up. So I usually start about 5. So I'm gonna start at the end of my dry or my lawn, and then I'm just gonna go back and forth, okay? And this is the little, kind of like the trigger, and you open it up at the bottom, and then it'll start spinning at the bottom, okay? And that's what spreads all the pre-emergent or seed or whatever you're spreading. I just want to make this point here. If you have a level lawn, these plastic wheels, they're on this spreader, they'll do pretty good. But if you have one that's kind of bouncy or not level, then what you'd probably want to invest in is something with rubber tires. I'll put you some examples in the description, okay? Okay guys, so when I was spreading this, I was spreading out probably about I was probably going out about 3 feet, okay, on both sides. So what you want to do is when you turn around, you want to go out to the side that the length that it's spread out, okay, and start down that way. Otherwise, you're going to put too much in one row. So make a big loop around and go back down. Same thing coming back up. Okay guys, so I finished my first round, okay? So I'll probably make 2 rounds and I'll probably go up and down. So that gives you a good coverage when you're putting this out. You do the same thing with seed. If you're seeding the lawn, you want to go side to side and then up and down. As you can see, I have a good bit left. So it covers a lot of ground. So that's supposed to cover 12,000 square feet. So I'm going to make another round back and forth, and then I'm going to do my up and down. And I'm probably going to open up the rate a little bit more. So I'm going to probably put it at about 9. That way we can get a little bit more out. So I hope this helps I hope this helps you out. If you're suffering from any type of weeds in there, in your lawn, or if you have any crabgrass. I know in the South, crabgrass is pretty prevalent. And so I've been using this for about 2 years now. And so far it's done really well. So it's Let's Go, and you can buy it at Home Depot. So I hope this helped you out, and we'll see you on the next video. Thank you.